Smells very similar to like some yogurt drinks that we have. Um, Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I'm not scared of it at all. It just looked like there was hair on it. All right, you guys, welcome back to Anton's class. On today's episode, I'm here in the beautiful Biltong, Namibia, and I'm going to be trying some Namibian and South African snacks because a lot of the stuff here in Namibia is actually imported from South Africa. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And while I'm trying these snacks, I'm just going to give you guys a bit of a story time. All right, it's just not going to be a snack tasting haul. It's also going to be a story time, but I do have some footage that's going to show you my little shopping excursion. So let's go ahead and watch that right now. All right, you guys, so let's go to downtown Windhoek and I'm going to Vernhill Mall. I wanted to find some chips, first of all, that were lower in sodium and did not have MSG, and I think I found some. If you have high blood pressure, you do definitely want to watch your sodium intake. I was going to show you here what I had in the basket, all the drinks and yummy things, but I think I'm going to wait until I get home. So I also wanted to try some Namibian candy, and you could see there that strip on the thing that says proudly Namibian. And yeah, I wanted to try some authentic Namibian candies. I also wanted some cookies. I couldn't find any Namibian cookies, but I did find a bunch from South Africa. So let's go ahead and see what we can find. See there, South Africa. I also am going to be trying a bunch of beverages, and so I wanted to see these like coffee cappuccino things in a little packet, and let's see if these are any good. And also, this is some hot sauce that I really like. It's not a snack, but just wanted to show it. Anyways, let's go ahead and head home and try out these Namibian snacks and talk about romance in Africa. All right, so welcome back, you guys. You went ahead and saw me shopping at Pick and Pay, and yeah, I picked up these snacks. I also went to one other location, which was, I forgot what it's called, but it's Biltong. It's where they sell the Biltong stuff. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but then again, I'm American, so it's okay. Have mercy on my soul. I hope you guys can see me okay. So yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about a very interesting and juicy topic as I try these juicy Namibian and South African snacks. All right, the topic is going to be about dating long distance, okay? Because as you know, Anton's class is a community of wellness, and it's all about health and wellness. It's about authenticity. And I'm going to be authentically sharing my experience, okay? And of course, travel is a huge part of my health and wellness journey, which is why I'm here in Africa right now, why I've traveled to Africa. And I'm going to be authentic with you guys as I'm trying these delicious snacks and telling you about my experience dating long distance, okay? Because I do have a very interesting story. I'm not going to go into explicit detail, but I'm just going to give you some general ideas and advice. This is my experience and my advice, okay? So this is based on my experience. By the way, my face is probably a little red and puffy because I was getting some blackheads removed. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into these snacks. So the first thing that I bought was from Pick and Pay. It was 8 Namibian dollars. All right, it looks interesting. It's like a soft consistency. Don't really know what you would call this, but it's like I don't even know what it's called. Let's see if it says it. Oh, Malva pudding. Malva pudding. Let's go ahead and give this a try, you guys. Okay. I actually kind of like this. I actually do like this. In America, pudding is usually more liquidy, like what they call custard. I like it. She did ask if I wanted custard on this, and I said no, thank you. So, malva pudding. So yeah, you guys, I like that. I recommend that if you come to Namibia, try the malva pudding. All right, kind of has like a bready, like a sweet bread, but softer kind of consistency. There's this Portuguese food that this lady let me try once called queijadas maravilhosas, and it kind of like this. So yeah, dating abroad, you guys. I had been in a relationship with someone I met online who was in Nigeria, and I'm American, as you know, African American, and I had a set of very unfortunate experiences, okay? Now, my first tip of advice to you guys, if you're going to be dating someone abroad, is definitely make sure you meet up with them within the first few months, okay? I waited a year and a half. That was a mistake on my part, all right? A lot of things went into that, kinds of stuff happened, but it was a mistake. I highly recommend if you're going to be dating, date someone and meet them within the first few months. Don't wait a year and a half, all right? Because it's not healthy. So many things can happen in that year and a half. Here's Biltong. This is a Namibian, like beef jerky, I think we call it in the States. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try this. I'm not scared of it at all. It just looked like there was hair on it. But it's beef jerky, basically. It's like dried meat. And let's give it a try. I got one that was called mild something. Mild with a little bit of spice. Okay. It was good. Like a high quality beef jerky. Yeah, like a hot, there's a fatty piece here. Good. I like this. So, as I was saying, definitely if you're gonna meet a partner, if you're going to be dating someone, make sure you meet them if you're dating long distance within the first few months. I would say 90 days. So much can happen if you wait too long after that. All right, attraction can wane. Part of being in a relationship is solidifying that attraction when you first meet, and not having that chance to really enjoy the other person during that honeymoon phase is very critical. So that was part of the issue that I experienced. All right. So yeah, I definitely recommend you meet within the first 90 days. All right. One thing I'm going to talk about is another thing I'm going to talk about is the cultural differences. That's another issue that I ran into while I was dating this individual from Nigeria. You have to be prepared for cultural differences, okay? Because of course, as an American, I'm African American, Black American, but that's several generations removed from Africa. And so there are going to be some serious cultural differences whenever you're dating someone long distance, if they're abroad in another country. And so please be aware of that, all right? And of course, these are my personal experiences. You might wonder, what are some examples of cultural differences? I'll get into that. But the next snack is these spare rib flavored potato chips. They had so many potato chips that were high in MSG, all right? By the way, like I said, a lot of the products are from South Africa. This is from product of South Africa. This is Namibian, and so was this. This is product of South Africa, so let's go ahead and give these a try. Probably just like regular potato chips back in the States. Yeah, tastes like not as soft and as salty as the barbecue flavor in the States. I got these because they were lower in sodium. They had several different varieties on the shelf, as you'll see, as I had in the clip. But these ones were lower in sodium. This is why I chose these, and they didn't have MSG. Pretty good. So cultural differences, guys. As I open this next thing. When you're dating someone, and a lot of the people in the Anton's class community are, of course, interested in coming to Africa. And so some of you are single, so you're going to be interested in dating, right? Be prepared for the cultural differences. People communicate differently. People have different expectations. I've noticed from my experience, at least with dating people from Africa, they are more interested in settling down and marriage than people in the West. My experience, okay? My experience. And so that's something that you will find here, I think. All right. And the people that I've dated, they wanted to settle down, marriage, family, household, kids, and they generally had goals like starting a business, finishing school, and these things. All right, things of this nature are very important for a lot of communities, I think, when you date abroad. That was not a problem for me at all, because that's what I'm looking for as well. Cultural differences are some things that you might not necessarily notice right away, are things like how people communicate. So my ex, who was Nigerian, communicated in a very blunt way and in a very, how I perceived to be aggressive, but it wasn't aggressive, but that was my experience as an African American, as an American, okay? So that's something you may experience as well dating someone abroad, all right? So someone from Africa, someone from Russia, someone from Europe, someone from South America, they might carry themselves in a way that's different, and you might get to know them and see it as rude at first, but that could just be their way of showing concern and interest, okay? So this is made in Namibia. It says proudly Namibian. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you can. This was made, on the shelf it will say proudly Namibian or made in Namibia. I kind of talked about that in another video. So this is Nutty Crunch peanut candy. Okay, I like peanut candy. I like peanut stuff, so let's try this. Okay. Tastes like peanuts. And good. All right. Yeah, it tastes like peanuts. I like this. I would get this again. Nice peanutty flavor. Authentic, tastes like peanuts. I like it. Nice snack, very affordable, very cheap. That's gonna take a while to eat. I'm gonna come back for a part 2. I'm not done with the solid foods, but after I'm done with the solid foods, I'm gonna come back with the liquid. I got some drinks, okay, that I'm gonna try as well. Such as this Hug in a Mug, South African product of South Africa. Creamy cappuccino. Like I was saying, a lot of this stuff is from South Africa. South Africa is like a major producer, manufacturer in Southern Africa. So I didn't even really realize that before I got here, but they have everything that America has basically, but except it's produced in South Africa. So really cool, very interesting. Shout out to South Africa for producing so many things. So yeah, next thing with dating long distance, I mentioned the culture, I mentioned the time frame. If you're thinking about dating long distance, definitely have a time frame, a goal when you're going to meet. Like I said, I recommend within 90 days. So if you're going to be meeting in America, obviously that's going to be challenging for a lot of people in other countries to get there because of the visa process, all right? So if you're dating abroad, definitely be aware of what you're getting into because there are visa processes. I tried to meet my ex in the United States. There were so many issues. We tried multiple times and the visa interview denied access, all right? So that's something you have to consider, all right, when dating long distance and dating abroad, is the visa process. It's easier usually, not all the time, for a person from the United States to go to there because United States Americans, we have a very strong passport. And so we're usually able to travel almost anywhere in the world without a visa, or if you do need a visa, it's easy. You get a visa on arrival, whatever. So yes, definitely consider that and consider if you're going to meet, when you're going to meet, set a date and try to stick to it, you guys, all right? Because in my experience, that was very important, all right? This thing, this candy, hard, okay. Now it's crunching. It's good. I like it. Now, next thing This is Tennis, original and best Tennis classic coconut biscuit mint chocolate flavor. That's a lot. I like coconut, I like chocolate, and I love mint. Vodka, South Africa, of course. I tried to get mostly stuff from Namibia. By the way, I'm going to do a tasting of mopane worms and what's that other? Kapana. It's like whatever. It's this delicious looking meat. If I can open this. All right, you guys. What else? What else? So expectations. I kind of feel like in the West we have an idea that someone has to be perfect, and now that could just be me. I don't know about you guys, but I kind of grew up with a Disney Channel fairy tale idea of what a relationship should be like. Okay, I thought. This would be good with some soy milk. Or whatever milk you drink. I like it. Kind of dry biscuit. Excuse me. Good with milk or coffee or something. It is minty and chocolatey. I do recommend this. It was really affordable. I prefer stuff that has like either peanuts in or crunchy stuff in it, or something interesting like a creamy filling. So yeah, that was kind of dry. Not all that, but not bad. So, what was I saying? Yes, Americans, for me at least, I've noticed a lot of us have very idealized ideas of what a relationship should be. And well, let me speak for myself. I kind of expected a partner to check all the boxes, right? To tick all the boxes. And that is a very unrealistic and immature, probably, way of looking at things. You know, it's been a process of me learning that obviously that's ridiculous, okay? But that's what I was taught. That's what I feel like we've been taught in America, right? To expect certain things out of a relationship, these very unrealistic expectations. And I've learned to put those aside. I'm learning to put those aside, all right? Really put those aside. Another thing that I've realized is that capitalism has really affected how we experience relationships, right? We kind of go about relationships like consumerism, almost like purchasing something or purchasing a house, purchasing a car. Does it have this? Can the person do this for me? Like, can the car do this? Can the house do this, right? Does it have good curb appeal? You know what I mean? And human beings are not commodities, but unfortunately, consumerism and capitalism, for me, have kind of seeped into so many areas of our lives, and including how we view relationships. So I'm really learning about that, to view people as human beings, not commodities, not to see what they can necessarily do for me, but if we can love each other and create a family and a life. Okay, sorry, this is yogurt. This is made in Namibia. For you to chew. For you to chew. Oh, that was very nifty and clever. For you to chew yogurt made in Namibia. All right, and this is, I think it's assorted flavors. Assorted fruit and yogurt flavored chews. Nice little packaging, made in Namibia, like I said. Okay. Almost going to be pausing here for part 2 to try the liquids, but okay, this is Arona berry, I think is what it's called. It doesn't say it. But I think that's what this thing is called. It's like a berry that grows in southern Africa, I think. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. It kind of tastes like something like a Starburst back home in the States. Tastes like a Starburst, you guys. By the way, normally I don't eat dairy. I usually am on a dairy-free thing, but diet or experience. But since I'm traveling, I've been giving myself the pleasure of trying so many different things, okay? Fruits and foods and dairy products and meat and whatever, all right? So that was pretty good. Not bad. All right, you guys, as I finish this and get the drinks ready, I'm gonna go ahead and pause and go to part 2. And I'll be back to talk to you guys about a little bit more and to try these Namibian and South African drinks. All right, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Anyways, I got this. This is one of the things I bought. It's the hug in a mug, and the flavor was creamy cappuccino, a delicious and sweet and creamy coffee drink, and it's from South Africa. You probably drink it cold. I would have preferred to have it cold because it's already, winter's basically already over here in Namibia. It's already hot in the daytime. At night it gets kind of cool. Let me see. It's pretty good. Tastes like any similar drink you would have in the United States, cappuccino. It's good. I like it. It's not too sweet. I like it. Not too sweet. It's good. I like this. I would definitely have this again. And at the end, I'm going to show you guys how much I spent total today on what I bought. Everything, okay? So, I like this. This is yummy. All right, next drink. So another thing I want to talk about was in regards to relationships and cultural differences are the differences between the gender roles and stuff like that. So as you guys know, every culture is different when it comes to gender roles. And out here, I was talking to one of my close Namibian friends, and he was telling me how the different ethnic groups will even have different experiences and traditions when it comes to gender roles and things like that, and how men necessarily treat women and how women treat men. And so, but traditionally, what I've gathered is that they had similar gender roles to other parts in the world. So women were expected to be at home and kind of keeping the home and cleaning and cooking and tending to the family. And the men were the traditional breadwinners. But of course, that's changing now. And things are evolving for the millennial generation and especially the Gen Zers, okay? So don't expect it to be like that. I know in the West there are some Afro-American brothers who think that they're going to come to Africa and get a woman who will be more subservient. And, I don't know, maybe that is the case for some brothers that come out here, but things are changing. And of course, it's going to be more complicated than that. I don't want anyone to have some unrealistic expectations or to over romanticize or generalize or stereotype people out here, okay? So definitely come out here and have your own experience and see for yourself how it is. All right, but I have enjoyed my experience, okay, so far. Conversing with people out here on a friendly basis. People are very friendly out here, okay, and very welcoming and willing to help you when you have questions and stuff like that. And yeah, so anyways, this is the next drink. It's Fardullah. Okay, of course I'm probably mispronouncing it. And it says the Savannah Spa Farm Doodle. This is made in Namibia, product of Namibia. And let's try this. Rhino for Irongo, it says on the top. Go ahead and try this, you guys. By the way, this is a cold, chilled drink. It tastes good. Its ingredients are sparkling mineral water, sugar, citric acid, and herbal flavor. It's like almost like a sparkling cider, kind of like that, with a cross between cream soda and sparkling cider. It's refreshing. Good, simple, and good, and it supports local Namibian producers. This, I wanted to save this for last, but I wanted to go ahead and try. This is called Nawa Pure Goodness Oshikundu. Sweet and creamy mahangu, maize, and sorghum drink. Shake me. Okay? I believe this is I know because they told me. This is a Vambo, traditional Oshibambo drink that is made with mahangu. And I think it's fermented or something like that. But this is made in a factory, of course. The traditional way, obviously, they didn't make it like this. But this is... Nawa Oshikundu offers you the perfect blend of Africa's favorite foods. Mahangu, maize, and sorghum rich in nutrition and energy. All right, let's try this, you guys. This is interesting. a drink. In America, we usually don't think of drinks made out of this kind of stuff, sweet and creamy. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, the first thing, it smells kind of like yogurt, and it looks kind of like those yogurt drinks back in the States. It smells very similar to like some yogurt drinks that we have.
Alright, you guys, pause the video real fast and comment below whether you think I liked this drink or did not.
That's actually not bad. It's actually not bad. I'm surprised. It is creamy, it's sweet. It kind of has a yogurty taste. It kind of has a little bit of grain in there, like gritty, not gritty because that sounds too bad, but like you could feel little speckles in there, okay? Like texture. That's actually not bad. I would probably try this again. Definitely try this if you come out here to Namibia, because this is a Namibian product. It says cholesterol free, fat free, good source of energy. Okay, I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Nawa Oshikundu. Guys, give this a try. This is for real Namibian African drink. Made in Namibia. So yeah, I'm supposed to be talking to you guys about relationships and stuff like that, and my experiences and cultural differences. And you know, the world, what I've noticed, is really becoming very, not homogenous. I don't want to say that. But Namibia is not too distant from me, from the West. All right, I see so many parallels. Okay, of course there are differences, but I see quite a few parallels. I don't see too many people holding hands or kissing out here, so that might be one cultural difference that I've noticed out here. But I'm sure it happens. I have seen people holding hands, just not as much as you would see back home in the States. All right, so that's something that you will get used to. This is called Right Fontaine, the Fountain of Flavors, and this is made in Namibia. Yep, Team Namibia product, and this is the mango flavor. All right, let's try this. Let's try this one out. See how it is. Good and refreshing. Okay, not bad. I like it. I could get down with that. So yeah, as you guys know, I was in Rwanda before, and because of the language barrier, I don't personally think I would have been able to be romantically involved out there. Eventually, of course, anything's possible. And of course, there were people who spoke English out there proficiently, okay? If you haven't seen the video why I left Rwanda, you could go ahead and click up here. But out here, I think I would have a much better opportunity of dating and finding someone out here because of the language and the similarities between the culture, all right? I like to speculate, and this is a huge speculation, that because I'm African American and my ancestors are from West Africa, Nigeria, traditionally that area, and the people out here, well, except for the Nama people that were here indigenously, the Bantu-speaking people, so like the Himba, the Herero, the Oshivambo, and some other groups, they are Bantu-speaking, and Bantus originally are from West Africa, that region over there, okay? And migrated down here like 1,000 or 2,000 years ago or something like that. And so I like to posit that perhaps the reason I feel more similar to these people here is because their ancestors are originally from West Africa, and my ancestors are originally from West Africa as well. But then again, I did date a Nigerian who was directly from West Africa, and that didn't work out. So, but we did have a lot in common, actually, okay? There were lots of similarities between Nigerian culture and African American culture. All right, so and the same thing I see here. It's distant, but the similarities are kind of there, all right? Some very general ones that I noticed right away are our appreciation for dance and movement. Very common in West Africa and in African Americans and with these people here as well. They really appreciate dance and music and enjoying life. So the next drink, you guys, is this Stony Ginger Beer Classic. And I don't know if this is from I think it's from South Africa. Yep, South Africa. It says 1660. something. No, this is some whatever. South African drink, ginger beer, classic. It's not actually alcoholic. It's not alcoholic. But let's go ahead and I like the bottle. A very kind of classic chill look. I like the color scheme. I don't know. I just like the bottle. I don't drink alcohol really. So if I were out socializing, I'd probably have one of these in my hand so I could look cool, like I'm drinking something. Anyways, let's give it a try. Okay. It's fizzy, carbonated. I like that. I like this a lot. It has a ginger taste, kind of like ginger ale back in the States, but better. This is better than ginger ale back in the States. We have this thing called ginger ale. This is like ginger ale, but better. To me, this is better than ginger ale. Okay. I'm going to give this one 2 thumbs up. I would definitely try this again. I like how the can is kind of small, so you don't over drink. Excuse me, guys. That was good. We're coming up on the last couple things. I don't want to make this video too long, but it's been fun here discussing this, guys, with you guys. I'm also going to be kind of talking about some of my up-and-coming projects that I'm going to be working on. I want you guys to let me know in the comments if you're interested. So I'm a storyteller, I'm a writer, so I'm thinking about doing a story, writing a fictitious tale based in an ancient African context, and sharing that with you guys. So it'll be a fictitious story that I make up, but it'll be based on the culture of the indigenous African cultures, okay? If you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I definitely want to do that. And should I do it just regularly like this, or should I do it in an ASMR format? I know a lot of y'all are sleeping on ASMR. Anyways, this is Sarah's 100% fruit juice blend lychee. I like lychee. I like lychees. It's an Asian fruit. And this is, I'm assuming this is from South Africa, you guys. I'm pretty damn sure it is. I can't see. I'm not going to keep you waiting. But let's just go ahead and assume that it's not from Namibia. I'm pretty damn sure. Let's see. Come on. South Africa. Yep. Okay, I got the little one. So they had different sizes. So if you want it, you can get a bigger one. Lychee. Not a big fan of this one, to be honest. It could be because I've been trying all these different things. I think that's why. It's not bad. It does taste like lychee. And I do like lychees. It's actually not bad. It's pretty refreshing. I think it's because I had all these other drinks and foods and stuff. All right, you guys. So yeah, let me know what you think about that idea. I'm going to be going to, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to keep it a surprise. I'm going to a beautiful location here in Namibia, and I'm going to, of course, be documenting my journey, but I want it to be different. So I'm not going to just show you, oh, this is this location, look how beautiful. I actually want to talk about something interesting and juicy also when I go and do that as well. So anyways, this is actually from South Africa, I believe, as well. Sorry, guys. Like I said, so many things. Yeah, produced in South Africa. That's okay. South Africa and Namibia are very, they're joining. They're very similar culture. One lady said in the comments, we're not the same culture at all. But to me, it seems kind of similar. And a lot of the stuff is produced there. I got this because it's 100% green juice. As you know, I'm a health and wellness coach. I have put on weight living out here in Africa not because it's less healthy, but because I haven't been as physically active. I don't have a gym membership out here like I did in the States. Excuses, right? And then I have been, not been familiar with the different ingredients out here. And, I had a routine back in the States. So, excuse me, you guys, I'm kind of belching because of the soda. So this is 100% green juice, cucumber, pineapple, celery, ginger, moringa. Very healthy blend. All right, very healthy blend. These are all very alkalizing ingredients. So let's go ahead and give this a try. All right, tastes just like vegetable juice. Not a lot of pineapple in here. Very healthy. It tastes just like a blended vegetable juice. Almost tastes tomato, but I don't think there's tomato in here. Yeah, no tomato. Just what they said. But it is healthy for you. If you guys have trouble eating greens, which greens are delicious if you flavor them right. But if you have trouble eating your greens, you can drink your greens, and this was very affordable. All right, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and go over the price. It was about, at Pick and Pay, I paid about $150 for all of that stuff. All right, and then the Biltong, which was at a separate store, it was $20. You can get it in increments of $20, 20 Namibian, 150 Namibian, okay? 150 Namibian, not US dollars. And that is about 10 US dollars for all that stuff you saw me try. About 10 US dollars. With the Biltong, about 12. All right. So yeah, I spent about 10 to $12 on all that stuff. All right. Anyways, you guys, the video is getting kind of long. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you appreciated the advice I gave. Leave comments down below about your advice, your dating tips dating abroad, your experiences dating abroad. You don't have to tell me, oh, Anton, you're wrong. I didn't have that experience. You may have not have had the experience I had, but that doesn't mean my experience is wrong. My experience is valid, okay? You can share your experience, all right? But your experience does not invalidate mine, and mine doesn't invalidate yours. So go ahead and comment below any tips, advice you have for dating cross-culturally, all right? Maybe I really want to unpack that another time, like the cross-cultural experiences. And yeah, all right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you next time. As always, let's journey together. Let's get well together. And thank you for stopping by Anton's class. Until next time, bye.